TheRealDJBlake.com.
Are you ready? Let's do it. Another episode of Hashtag Everyday PB&J. I'm DJ Blake. Coming up on today's episode, of course, we have a peanut butter and jelly. Of course, we have another old school CD mix that's going up on Spotify. And of course, we got something to talk about. Today's new way of, you remember when you used to go out to the bar and ask somebody for their phone number? Yeah, what kids are doing, what the younger generation is doing now. That's all right here on this episode of Everyday PB&J. So, you know how we do. If you haven't watched the show, grab your snack, preferably a peanut butter and jelly. We do a little cheers, and we get this show going. Here we go. We don't mess around. We're all busy. We got stuff to do. We're multitasking, you know what I'm saying? That was good, though. I'm going to take a second bite. Stand by. And we talk with our mouth full, because that makes the video more interesting. And I don't want to choke. Okay, so, do you remember when you used to go out on the town? You grab your guys, you grab your gals, you head out, you go downtown to the bars, do a little dancing, maybe have a couple adult beverages. You see someone that piques your interest. You're interested. Your goal when you went out was to get phone numbers from the people you were interested in, right? Like that was the goal. Not today. Not with the younger generation. If you see someone you like now, just stamp them. Yeah, no joke, for real. Of course, this is a thing being powered by TikTok that's going around on TikTok. But the younger generation, they are ordering, they are customizing. You remember those like white stampers that you used to use in like an office setting where you'd go and it would stamp whatever the message was on there? You know, maybe your bills were late, whatever, you know, you stamp it. Kids are customizing those. Young generation is customizing those stampers. They're taking them out when they go out. But what they're writing on there is things like, for example, in this article I'm reading, "You're fine, hit me up." And then they're putting like their social media handles on there. So instead of going out to the bars and, you know, some of us guys, we'd be like, hey, I bet you I can get like 3 girls' numbers. Oh, I bet you I can get 5, you know. Now is the goal to come home covered in stamps? Is that the goal? And then what if you sweat? Like, what if you're dancing? All this information is going to like be running all over your body. I don't know. I mean, I get it, I guess, but not really. So yeah, if you're in the dating world, try stamping someone. Customize a stamp. Put your social media stuff on there. Hey, slide into my DMs and put your Instagram handle, Twitter, whatever, Snapchat, and they'll get at you. Literally. I guess. Can you just imagine? I mean, thinking back to like my buddies and stuff, like, dude, I got 27 stamps all over me. But then you got to have someone like read you their information, because some of them are going to be upside down. You can't read them all. I don't know. I would rather just be old school and ask for their number. And then if they don't like you, they'll say no. How about that? Let's move on now. We have been going through, this is still the first case. My first CD case that I filled up with like burned CDs. Not all burned CDs. I bought a lot of them, folks. But, you know, making those old school mixes. And the title on this one confused me when I pulled it out. I think I made a typo and I didn't even realize it until however many years later. Because as you know, the title of the mixes usually comes from an artist or a song that's on the mix. Well, for some reason, I named this CD, this mix, Lil, L-I-L, Mow, M-O-W, got something in my eye, awesome, Lil Mow Model. But I think it was supposed to be Bow, B-O-W, because I have a song from Lil Bow Wow on there, and I was probably trying to be funny and say Lil Bow Model, and typo is the B and the M. They're one letter apart from each other, so maybe. But yeah, 20 some years later, I realized that now I have a CD mix that's going to go on Spotify called Lil Mow Model. And what songs are you going to get? What artists are you going to get? You're going to get some bangers. We got some 3-6 Mafia on here. And then, of course, we got some Lil Bow Wow. Aerosmith, Blink-182, Charlie Daniels Band, CCR, excuse me, DMX, rest in peace, Daft Punk, Harvey Danger, got some Biscuit, some Nelly, Peter, Paul and Mary, Steppenwolf. I mean, it's going to be on Spotify. Look for Lil Mow Model. I've got links down in the description if you're watching on YouTube. I've got links in my bio on Instagram, depending on where you're watching, Twitter, Facebook, there's links everywhere. Check out the website at therealdjblake.com. And then I'm on Twitter and Instagram at therealdjblake. Just search that, you can find it. Also, shout out to Capital City CrossFit. I'm going to be the MC and DJ of the Fire Breather competition going on this Saturday. If you're in the Springfield area, swing by Capital City CrossFit, and I'll be on the mic and playing all the tunes for that. I'm very excited. It's really my first big event since the pandemic. We're opening up, baby. We're trying to get back to normal. Gonna do a little fitness with friends on this Saturday. Have a good one. No matter where you're at, I know here in Central Illinois it is very hot and humid. Stay cool, do what you can, and as always, enjoy a PB&J. We'll talk to you next week. Later. Never too hot for a PB&J, baby.